Okay, do you want your football conference to do this? I probably know Brian's answer is the Big Ten is set to pass a rule that doesn't allow players to return from the NFL and play for a Big Ten school. Anyone who has declared for the draft and did not withdraw, appeared on an NFL roster, or signed contract with a pro league cannot be on a Big Ten roster. I figure right now if I'm the SEC, the Big 12, the ACC, I'm like, shoot, yeah, bring it on. We need to catch up to the Big Ten. You guys can do your thing. We're going to bring back all these NFL failures.
Well, SEC leaders are meeting, and I think you have the ACC is going to be meeting today, but you had one SEC athletic director saying that LSU should face disqualifications or $1 million fine if either player plays that they have now brought in that was
what
previously on an
NFL
run. This is an SEC athletic director. Quote, something has to be done. This is the worst I've seen. So, even from inside the conference there in the SEC.
We're just doing what the rules say to do.
No, 100%. I don't think that what Lane
somebody
Kiffin's
tells
doing
you what
is
the
wrong.
rules are, then if somebody wants to change the rule, then I'm sure that my alma mater will adjust to the rule. But if you're going to leave openings for us to go and try and make our football team better, and we're doing it in basketball too, by the way.
Yeah, I know. They just brought a guy in.
We're just not. We'll take somebody right now from if Ohtani they can't afford Ohtani anymore in the Dodgers, we'll bring him to LSU too. You know what I'm saying? Because our owners having cash problems over there. I'm just saying though, you give us the opportunity to read a rule book in like Napoleonic code there in the state of Louisiana, we will do whatever we have to do to get players, but close it off. If you want to close it off, close it off. But until then, I don't want to hear you bitching. SEC school, Mississippi State, or Kentucky, or Vanderbilt.
I'd be looking at the international guys that never played college. Hell, they got 5 years of eligibility. Come on over here.
Yeah.
Maybe Ennis Canner wants some work in the NCAA.
I bet he would find a loophole.
This whole thing got opened up. And you know what? Just drive on through until somebody figures it out.
I like what the Big Ten's doing. I think that this is common sense, but you're right. Until there is rules in place and everybody in college football bands together like they did with, Brendan Sorsby, basically saying, hey, we don't want this happening anymore, which might be the way that it's going if all these conferences meet up and they end up passing their own rule. I think you are kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage if you're not trying to do what everyone else is doing, because these are talented players that are there to be had. And if it's allowed, you should probably be doing everything you can to make your team better.
I mean, it's not on the level of the Brendan Sorsby thing where you have potential gambling fraud and betting on your own team, which has been a written rule in sports for centuries now. You can't do that. But it seems like maybe conferences are looking at it in a similar way, that if you're going to do this, it's against our competitive sensibilities, and we will do everything in our power to put pressure on you to knock it off.
Yeah, once you've declared for the NFL draft and you have now said, I'm done, then you are done. I mean, that's really kind of how I've always thought that's how it goes.
I agree.
Now there's a loophole in place to where, no, it's okay. You got that fifth year, come on back. And I think that what Lane Kiffin and other schools are doing, totally justified. You're allowed to do it, so do it. It's all about trying to win and make your team better. But I do also think, logically,
hundreds of millions of dollars involved for your school. You got to do everything you can to make it work.
Yeah. I mean, it's big business. It is pro sports.
It is now.
Yeah.
It is now.
Yeah, I mean, these people are getting paid millions of dollars.
We used to get paid illegally in the 80s, but not anymore. I mean, you guys are making $4 and $5 million to play? Sure. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah, and you have like Kirby Smart, who's saying like he's not going to get involved in it in terms of trying to get players on Georgia's roster.
Sure.
But he says to each his own. The opportunities presented to guys on our team is important to me. They've earned those opportunities. So I understand that perspective from a coach as well, where you say, you know what, I'm going to respect and appreciate the guys that I've had in this locker room from day one of the off season.
I'm glad you used the word off season, because I thought you were going to say day one of the program.
No, not day one of the program.
Because day one of the program was that guy was probably at some other college, playing football, and then coming to your place for this last year here.
100%. Yeah. No, it's just, I think I think the players in the locker room will respect that a ton as well. Lane Kiffin doesn't give a damn. And that's something that as an LSU player, you got to understand. If I go there, he does not actually care about me in any way. No matter what I do, and I'm the starter 2 weeks before the season, if he can go find somebody better than me, even if it's a little bit illegal to some extent, he's going to do it. And so if I go to Georgia, I know Kirby Smart's not going to bleep me that hard.
Did Zach do a story the other day about Sark down there at Texas and parents are bitching about that situation?
Yeah, well, because you have that new cornerback that's the number one cornerback in the country, and he reclassified. So now he's at the school, which they weren't expecting to have him. But
There's
I will
problems
say,
everywhere.
For LSU, the defensive tackle that they're getting, Xavier Harris from Ole Miss, those backup defensive tackles, now they were expecting to start Deuce Geralds and Richard Anderson. They're welcoming this as competition. They're like, all right, they both put out the same Instagram, don't run away from it, run through it, and that means, look, we're welcoming this.
This ain't good,
it's competition.
Man. None of this is good. None of this is good. It's good the players are getting paid, but man, it's a joke. It's a damn joke. There's nothing. There's no rules. There's no nothing. And you know what? We're just the kind of school to take advantage of that. That's what we do. So and I hope it works out. But then again, it's not right. Guys playing in the NFL and coming back and playing against Clemson the opening day, that ain't right. But if they're gonna keep effing up all the rules and not have any rules, until somebody does something, just keep doing what you're doing. And some schools have said, we don't want to do that. My school chooses to say, we're just trying to get the best players here. And if that helps us win, it helps us win. But I don't like
opportunity.
I don't like this.
Baton Rouge.
Listen, the whole paying thing, I said it. I like they're getting paid, but I'm thinking, man, I'm spending $40 million to win 7 games. As an alum, I'm like, they're asking me for money? Like, I need you to give more. I need you to do, well, how about win some more games? This system is costing alums huge amounts of money.
Yeah, I wouldn't be paying them, and I wouldn't give them any money. They're for profit.
But then again,
figure it out. They're taking all your money and wasting it on extra administration people. There's so many people at universities making millions of dollars that don't need to be.
It's crazy what an athletic budget is nowadays.
It is insanity, yeah. And then they ask the alumni who already gave them, in today's day and age, 40, 50 grand a year to go there. They ask them to juice their budgets even more. Figure it out, you know.
How about when you're spending $40 million that you just don't win 7 games? Why am I paying off 3 coaches now? How about figure that out?
All right, we got to run. We got to figure out our clock, and we'll come back.